Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Tinubu throws Nigeria under the bus as he goes to France. Tinubu screwed Nigeria over in Paris. Return OPL 245 ownership to Shell after cornering lucrative offshore assets to his nephew, Wale Ando. So that's his face there. That's the young man you can see. And that's what Tinubu has successfully done. He's going to France or Paris, as it's where the headquarters is not official. He said he was just going unofficial, and many people have raised questions as to why the president would just, get up and leave the country. And says he's going to France, even in a very critical situation, talking about, insecurity and much more going on in the country. Nigerians are perplexed, to mention but a few, how things currently are at the moment. And guess what? Nobody seemed to have the answers. As we stand at this point, Nigerians are in between the whole opinion, trying to understand what is going on. Tinubu has gone to France, and guess what? Probably the relationship he has with the French government, which some say is upsetting the British, is beginning to show, because when you have an issue and it's not dealt with after a while, especially foundational issues, the crack will show and it will affect the building. Nigerians right now are saying Tinubu is not working for the people, rather he's working for himself. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details as we understand what exactly is going on here. Nigerians shocked as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu screwed them over in France and over the ownership of Shell they hand over the ownership of offshore to Shell after securing juicy position for his nephew Wale. Nigerians are outraged at the president's decision over the agreement he has now made in Paris, which is against the Nigerian people, but seriously favors him and his family members. President Tinubu came in saying he wants to continue on the legacy of Nigeria. One of the legacies of Buhari, his predecessor. One of the legacies of Buhari was to enrich members of his family to the extent that one of his nephew, fondly called Tunde's son, 6 years old, $285 million was found in his account in very recent times. Nigerians are wondering if this is part of the legacy Tinubu is also upholding, as he seems to be getting things that favors his family against Nigeria. The president of the Federal Republic has reportedly been going to France very often and forming good relational bonds with the French president. However, some say this is against the British, whom happens to be Nigerian colonial masters, and have been some say are not ready to share, and this is part of what is bringing the strain in Nigeria as everybody wonder what the next line of action will be. We are watching and we are trying to understand, some of the things that are going on, we want this country to be better. We want things to be better, but everyone is asking themselves, how can we better a nation that does not want that does not seem to want to be bettered? So in fact, Nigeria, we did not consider all factors, when making some of the relationship we have made, which in turn is not affecting us, whether we like it by hook or by crook. Some of these decisions are beginning to affect the country, as you and I can see. Okay, so it's really sad. It's really sad, and we cannot allow this to continue. Insecurity is all over the country. People are suffering. Even school children yesterday in Ekiti State were carried. Why, Niger Republic is dealing with everyone and anyone they see, trying to infiltrate into Nigeria to come and cause problem. Nigerian government says they are rehabilitating them. Can't you just pick that something is wrong, that somebody is trying to cover somebody so that, those who are committing crimes are not fished out? So until we begin to tell ourselves the truth and we begin to look into some of these areas, we may not be able to sincerely, truly come out with a map out of truth to ensure that the right things are done. Every single individual should understand that unless things change very quickly, and we begin to take possession of those things that belong to us in ensuring that the right things are done, we don't know where all of this is going. Wake up, my people, it is the dawn of a new day. Let's stop all of this and begin to ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible for this nation, so that we can move forward, so we can have a fantastic day and opportunity and make this country a better place. You see, so many things are going on, but what are we doing? And are we ensuring that some of these things, are checked upon and the right things are done in order to serve and to save the situation currently ongoing in this country? Please don't forget, if the country works well and things fall in place, every single person will enjoy it. But if we allow selfishness to cloud us all, we will all benefit from whatever decision we have made. What decision are we making? Tinubu has gone. I mean, recently he's been a big, he's been a big fan of Paris. He's been in France very recently. And he went now unofficial, of which Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, says is disgracing and is fooling himself, that he has a country to run, but is running to France, unceremoniously, unwelcome. Whatever he's going to do that is not for the country is against the country. So nobody really cares about, he going there or not going there. But what Fela pointed out is that it is more disgrace to the country rather than, it is more disadvantage rather than advantage. And that he must learn from this and ensure that he does not waste anybody's time. However, on this going now, guess what he has done? He's going to make some deals that are against Nigerians that are now for him, for his own family, Oando filling station and the rest, Oando oil. They said he has made a fantastic offshore deal for his nephew. Well, of course, you know that no matter how much you try to trap water, eventually with time, the water will begin to leak out. Water will begin to come out. Eventually. So the game plan is we must continue to speak out against everything and anything that does not move this country forward. Anything that does not move this country forward is against the progress of this country, and we must deal with it decisively. We must deal with it sincerely, truly, to make sure that, everything works. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, some think was going to be some messiah, but it's not 1 year, and people already have their, reservations, I will put it, in terms of what is going on. People already have their reservations. What do you think? Okay, working against the nation, putting things in place for your family, getting an oil block and the rest, making sure that you are safely secured, your family is, secured, and what have you, at the expense of the people. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Bye for now.